All right. I guess we're just doing this, yeah. Uh, I literally just completed my living decks. Technically, I spent all day going through, and I guess I'll just get in there and I'll explain. Um, I almost doubled, maybe even tripled what I had in here last time I checked, or last time I showed it on here. Um, so I actually do have a pretty solid attempt at a living dex. Like I have the majority of it done. Um, I need to fit a lot of stuff in there, obviously, but once you start getting into like Gen 2-ish, and then Gen 3 even, Gen 4 especially, it starts falling apart. Like there's a lot of open spaces. But I... So here's the explanation. I work at a video game store, and a bunch of people come in, and they just trade in their old cartridges, and they leave Pokemon on there. And so naturally, I'm like, well, I got nothing to do on break, right? I got my DS sitting right here. So that's all of these are from, spare cartridges that people have brought in and just, left. So I have collections upon collections of Pokemon in here, and I made a video a while back just going through all the ones that I had borrowed in that way. And I just inherited like a massive, two massive collections. I think this one was Steve's from Y. Yeah, we got Steve from Y, and he got me somewhat close. I think it was maybe 10 or 20 more-ish for my decks. And then he ends at about here at 18. And then we go into Quibus, who has a bunch more. I don't remember if I had a Shaman before this. He got me... I have a second event Zygarde now, which is hilarious. Another Mew, which is always great to see. Another Diancie. But between all the stuff that I've borrowed, stuff that I've traded over Wonder Trade, and stuff that I've gotten and may or may not have stuck in the living decks, I do apparently have a living dex. Because I just got this today. It was actually really cool. Me and my friends had gone through... Actually, I had been going through the majority of today, and just trying to figure out what I needed left, and that was what was in this box right here. Like, I needed to breed Komodo for its couple of ones. I needed to get Regieleki still, because I didn't get him on Sword. I didn't get Cubfu yet, but I'd gotten the two evolutions of it. But apparently the thing I needed last was Guzzlord, of all random things. I never got him in Ultra Sun and Moon through the wormholes for some reason, and I never got him in Max Adventures. So I actually left him until last of all the things. And me and my friends did him in a raid. We were going through Max Adventures, and we were trying to get Guzzlord, and I think on about like the 6th or like 5th try or something, we saw Dark type, and we were like, what can this be? And I realized afterwards, I was like, it literally, I think, can just be like Yveltal or Guzzlord. Like, that's it. So it was really cool that we got it, and I got to finish off my catching them all journey with them, and it was a really good time. Yeah, I figured I'd go through and check out a bunch of the stuff in here. Obviously, starting off with Magearna, which I actually need to move now. Into I have an event box. I'm gonna stick it in here. Hey, we'll get here later. Nobody spoil anything for yourself. These are nothing crazy. These are nothing special. This is all of the stuff that I have left over from raids. Mainly, there is some Pokemon Go stuff in here as well, and some Let's Go stuff. It's mainly just whatever I have left over that I'm just not using, that I just don't care about. Like, that one you can tell is from Go, that one's from Let's Go. Just so much random stuff in here. It might be worth it to go through and add some stuff from here into my living decks at one point, but as of right now, I'm just too lazy and just too excited over the fact that I have, Magearna. This right here was my first Pokemon ever. It was my starter for Heart Gold. I think the only ribbon it has is the one for beating Red, which I absolutely love it. It's one of the sickest ribbons. Infernape Same thing. It's also beaten red, and it went through the Sinnoh League, so I just feel like I gotta keep it. This is my starter from either Black or Black 2, and then whichever one the other one was, I did pick an Emboar both times. It's in my living decks. The 2 random playthrough mons that I used on my playthrough of Sword and Shield, the rest of them are legendaries or whatever, so they're sitting in my decks. Or my starter is somewhere else. We'll see him later. Alola playthrough mons. I used him on a team, Moongus, or I was going to, and then formats changed and I didn't get a chance. Just some random Mewtwo I wanted to hyper train because I wanted a cool looking Mewtwo. Urshifu playthrough. I actually used this on a team with a bunch of other Pokemon. It was a really fun team. It's one of the only online ones I've played. It was really sick. Had Charizard and Single Striker Urshifu and Whimsicott and Groudon. Such a good team. And Zoroark from, I'm pretty sure, Black 1. It has almost perfect IVs. Oh, well, you can't tell now because I hyper trained it, but it did have like all Fantastics, which was cool. I just really like how its ID number is 2, and I mean it's OTSN. Like, can't go wrong. It's a really sick mon. I was gonna use this Porygon on a team, didn't get the chance. This is the Whimsicott from that team that I did get to use. This is the Indeedee from the team that I didn't get to use. My starter, Rillaboom, from my Sword playthrough. Blissey I used on the same playthrough. Silvally I used on my Alola playthrough. This is an old Johto Gyarados that I didn't use in the Heart Gold playthrough that I took into Ultra Sun and Moon and then used there, interestingly enough. So yeah, this is also from my first playthrough ever, technically, but I used it later on. Same thing was going to get used on that team. Same thing. Oh, this is my first playthrough. You can tell because it was Caps Adam with that ID. This has a bunch of ribbons on it now. It's probably one of my personal favorite Pokemon that I have just because it's so old and I don't have my playthrough Ho-Oh from my Heart Gold anymore. Just from some old tragic story. And that was it for that box. I love that box. This is one of the only event Pokemon that I keep in my event box, actually. It's just, I mean, it's a Wishmaker Jirachi. You can make them whenever you want. I think this one's catch date is like 2019 or something, and it got brought into the store, and I was like, well, I mean, why not, right? These are probably some of my favorite event Pokemon, just ever. They're just so sick. They were the ones that got you... I think the only Zoroark you... Oh, wait, no, that's right. Zorua was given to you in the second one, I think. Because the only way you could get Zorua was through this event in the first one. And I think it was actually just a Zoroark, like, straight up. I might be wrong on that, but... Oh, this is one of the first Pokemon I beat Red with, actually. This is the first Pokemon I beat Heart Gold with in general. Just Ash's Pikachu. Just thought it was such a cool Pokemon. Really old event Mew. Can't go wrong, right? Movie Victini. Really sick mon. I actually have a couple Victinis from Gen 5. I don't know why I'm kind of obsessed with Victini now, just because of that. Event Zekrom from 2012. I think this is the first Genesect you could get. There might have been one you could catch in game as well. I'm not sure. Although I think they just gave this one to you in game, because I feel like I got this one from an event. It wasn't just like a walk into the Pokemart and they just gave it to you sort of thing. Oh, Pokemon Marts weren't in Gen 5. It was in the Pokemon Center, but whatever. First Keldeo, I believe. I have one Ash Hat Pikachu from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I have the Celebi from when you got Pokemon Gold digitally. Oh, okay. I only have the one Ash Hat Pikachu from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That's so weird. Shiny Poipole. Can't go wrong. I haven't done anything with it. I've always considered evolving it into Naganadel, but I haven't had a use. And I don't know if I want to evolve it or just keep it in its original state yet. all the 2018 Legends ones, not like literally all of them, but like all of the ones that I have. At this point, through the ones that I've borrowed through work, I might actually have all of them. Wouldn't shock me. These two, probably some of my favorite ones ever as well. They just look so clean and they theme so well together. I don't know how they found a perfect color scheme for them both, but it just works. Shiny Zygarde, obviously. Who doesn't love it? This one's from Let's Go, interestingly enough, and I made it a max EV so that I wouldn't evolve it, so that I could keep it in some sort of original form, but obviously it's level 70, and I think it was level 5 when I got it, so it didn't really stay that way. Giovanni's Mewtwo from Let's Go. Cool one. I have no idea what this is. The Meowth that you could get, the first mystery gift from Sword and Shield. Melmetal from Home. This one's pretty cool. I'm kind of mad actually because I do have a shiny Melmetal that we're gonna see later on, and I thought I could give it max mushrooms, and you just kind of can't. So this is the only Melmetal that you can max, or at least Gigantamax. Oh, and then all of the Ash Hat Pikachus that I thought I got from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Oh, and there are more on the next page, I guess. Yeah, decent amount of those. Nothing too crazy. GF Pikachu. Oh, this is the Sing one. Yeah. Shiny Toxtricity. Terribly funny story about this Toxtricity that I have to share later on. I ended up getting 6 of these random max Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Because you can get them from Home, you can get them from Sword, and you can get them from Shield, and I have all 3. So I was like, why not? The Torkoal they just gave away, and then the 2 Colossals they just gave away. And then this is a little out of order, but I have Ash Greninja, and then 2 random... I think these are event mons? I think these were given to me in Home, but it doesn't look like it here. I'm a little confused on that. I'll have to look into that. I'm pretty sure they were event mons, though. Oh, and then, yeah, I just moved my gear into here. And then these are all the ones they give away just as mystery gifts in Home. And then whatever that is. I don't know why I stuck him in here. I don't know if he's an event one or not. I'm a little confused. Oh, and then I have all my legendaries in a box. We won't go through these in depth. I don't have any crazy stories about them, I don't think. Obviously the one with Caps Lock is like the OG playthrough. I guess I'll go through them, but I won't like talk about them. Yeah, I keep all like my favorite ones in like that other box. So, oh, this is from a Diamond playthrough I just did that I transferred it immediately. Like, this thing hasn't even beaten the Sinnoh League, and I transferred it out. I didn't even care to beat the league. I just needed a Dialga for a team. So I'll just take it. Master Ball Regigigas. I did cheat quite a bit back in the day, so some of these are going to be Master Balled, but I still want to keep them anyway because they're from my first playthrough. Like, I mean, just whatever. I got rid of all the, you know, obviously hacked ones, like the perfect IVs, which I didn't even know what an IV was back in the day. So I don't know how I would have gotten perfect IV ones, but I did find some pretty messed up ones, so I got rid of them. Nothing too crazy about these. I mean, these are from Black 1, but it's nothing crazy. It's from my old playthrough. My Calyrex. I called him Jimmy. Excuse me. I had to cough. I named him Jimmy after Jimmy Neutron. You know, the big brain. It kind of does that. Nebby. And then I think that's it. Oh, the Reggies I just caught today, so I could get the Regieleki for my decks. This is actually the Mewtwo. I think I bought this one off of eBay like a decade ago. Like, straight up. I think I paid someone for it. And it was actually the one I beat Red with. For the first time, I think. Cool mon. A lot of memories attached to it, so I won't get rid of it. But if I didn't have it, if it like literally wasn't the one that I beat Red with, and it had this OT, I probably wouldn't care, and I probably would have gotten rid of it. I traded for this one a long time ago because it had the Game Boy symbol, obviously, and I think it was something super easy that I had that they were just like, yeah, I just need like a, I mean, I guess not like crazy easy, but probably something like a Tyranitar or something. I was just like, yeah, I mean, I can get one of these. It's a frickin' Entei. I'm never going to play the Game Boy games. Maybe I will. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll do them on stream. I don't know how I got this, I'm not going to lie. I probably traded someone for it. I probably saw it was easy. I do know that I needed a couple Cosmogs way back when just to try to complete the decks, and I actually have a couple more on my Ultra Sun. So that's probably where that came from. I probably just traded it because I thought I needed it. And now we get into the fun box. All of my shinies fit in just a couple of boxes. All of my shinies. There are going to be more in here because the ones that I borrowed don't go in my box, so they're going to be scattered all around. So wait for that. But these are mine. Obviously, my first ever playthrough, I never ran into any naturally occurring shiny. But I did get this guy. Apparently I was hacking at the time as well, because I Master Balled him. What the hell, man? What was I doing? First one I naturally ran into was in Alola, and it was this guy. I flipped out because he barely looks any different. It was a Sandshrew at the time, and it's like slightly bluer. So I was like, wait, is that a different regional form? Is it like a different gender? And I was like, no, it's shiny. No freaking way. I ran into this in an Ultra Wormhole. I should have named it Mirror B, but I just haven't yet. Abomasnow, same thing, pretty sure, Ultra Wormhole. Oh, I don't remember how I got these, but I actually have two. I have two more in, one more of each in Go. They were just, there was a day of them. Got a bunch of them. Pidgeot, don't remember. I'm pretty sure this was just random. It just kind of happened. And, oh wow, those dates are vastly different on those. I just wanted to check the caught date on those, and they were vastly different. Yeah, Pidgeot was just random. Same thing, Aerodactyl was just a random shiny. I'm pretty sure I actually did get Aerodactyl and Pelipper on the same day, although it's saying they were 2 years apart. I'm not entirely sure. I might be mixing up the Pelipper and the Skarmory, though. So those are very close in dates. Glalie was also a Go shiny? Oh, I do remember that. I caught the pre-evolution of it shiny. And I evolved it, and it's fucking stoner now. This is one of the weirder Go shinies I've gotten. I really like this shiny out of nowhere. It looks like toothpaste. But it's cool nonetheless. Obviously. Just, that's it. And then it can't get much better, but it does. Because I have shiny Celebi. Obviously, they gave this one away, but it's still one of the sickest shinies to ever exist. And then, I mean, it can't get better, but it does, because I have Melmetal as well, which is probably the rarest Pokemon. Maybe behind or arguably above Pokeball Magearna. Which, I mean, I got them both, bro. Come on, man. I'm just vibing now. I caught them all. I can't believe that. That's so sick. I mean, I did have to Team Rocket a few of them from work, but hey, whatever works, right? Shiny Alchemy. I got this like very, very soon after I got my shiny Charmin Sword and Shield. So I named it after Gecko, who was some random gentleman who just joined in when I titled my stream like, I need a shiny charm. I'm like completing my decks. He was the one dude who joined in. I was 0 viewering, and he joined in, hopped in my chat, and he was like, "All right, what do you need?" I was like, "Here's my decks. Here's the list." And he gave me everything. I had the shiny charm by the end of the day, and I got this like by the end of the day or tomorrow or something, like the day after. It's like, wow. It's so good. I love that shiny. I got this on a Classy Goose's stream. He used to stream Dynamax Adventures and stuff. I don't know if he still does it. I actually haven't been hanging out on Twitch a whole lot. I haven't been watching a whole lot of streams, unfortunately. I should be watching a little more. He raided me a while back while I was playing, and so I started hanging out on his stream a little bit. He hung out on mine every once in a while. It was pretty fun. and one of the times I caught this one, well, I think actually 2 other people in his adventure got shinies on the same adventure, which was really crazy. That, like, never happens. I got this on a whim. I was breeding for IVs, I think, and I accidentally got a shiny. It's cool, I'll take it. This was another one I actually think I did get with Goose. He was hunting for the raid, and then he got it, and he just kept repeating it for everybody in his lobby. So, big preach to Goose once again. Got me 2 of my shinies. I bred for this one. I have another one as well, but it's currently in use somewhere. We'll see it later. The funny story. Here it is. Here's Axel. I just caught him a couple of days ago. Is my switch date off? It says I caught him today. I should probably fix that. Anyways, yeah, he was some random raid a couple of days ago, and I got so pissed. Not like crazy, like, you know, I wasn't like actually like angry, but it was a definite bra moment. I already have this shiny. Like, come on, man. Speaking of shinies, I already have. Oh, this is the first one actually, because the other one I named Smog is on a journey. He's on a quest. He's helping some other people. We'll see him later. But this is the first shiny that I hunted and hatched eggs for. Took me 1,021 eggs, and then on 1,023 I caught another one and named him Smog. I was trying to think of some badass names, and I think I already used Vader. Well, I did already use Vader on an Urshifu, so yeah, that's kind of one of the most badass names down. We got Ice Cube. I couldn't think of a nickname, but I caught it in one of the heart balls because it's pink. Looks pretty sick. I guess I gave it Pokerus on accident. Whoops. Mr. Electric. I hated this shiny, but it was the shiny, and it was the only shiny in the adventure, so it was like this or like I don't know. I can't even remember at the time. It was this or something else that wasn't shiny. So like you take the shiny. I got a shiny Eevee from Go a long time ago. I don't know if they gave it to me or if, you know, I caught it. I remember catching it, but I can't remember if it was confirmed or not. But I evolved into an Umbreon. I was going to use it on a team and didn't get the chance. And then we're at the end of this box of shinies. And the next box of shinies says another interesting story because they just did Eevee Community Day. And I just caught 29 Eevees over the course of 2 days that were all shiny. So I technically have 2 sets of shiny Eevee at the very least. I could even make a third. And I plan on taking, you know, I think 8 of them and naming them the name that you need to name them in Go to evolve them. I'm just gonna have a set of 8 that are just called that and just keep them at home probably. Just flex them. They look cool. Oh, I almost skipped these 3. My traded shinies. Frick, stop. No, I don't need to look at the newest 30. This one I got all the way back in Gen 4 over GTS. It's one of those things as well that I'm kind of like, it is probably a duped Mon, but I legitimately just don't care. I got it a decade ago, and it's just too cool. I have attachment to it, and I couldn't part with it unless I was told to. Like, unless someone, you know, literally came into my home from, you know, Nintendo and was like, hey, I'm sorry, bro, like that's duped or that's fake. Like, then I'd be, well, frick. But like naturally, like otherwise, like I'm keeping this thing. I had a friend from high school who had been doing some egg hatching, I guess probably about a year ago, year and a half. And I think they had just been doing it for IVs, but they decided to just give me one of the shinies. I think they said they had like 3 or 4 at the time, so I was like, alright, I mean, say less, thanks, bro. It's sick shiny. I have massive attachment to it, and I still text that person on Snap every once in a while. They check my story, and I check theirs, and, you know, we talk about Pokemon all the time. Not all the time, but, you know, whenever it's relevant. This was straight up on the GTS for a Honchkrow. You better believe I had a Honchkrow in the living dex at the time, and you better believe I had to hunt for a Honchkrow yesterday. Because I didn't have one, as of, probably a year ago. Sparkles. I had to get sparkles. Oh, no, that's the end. These I keep around because they have Pokerus, and hilariously, 3 out of the 4 of them can't even make it into the current Pokemon game, so maybe I should do some more one of these days. I just realized I haven't even brought up the fact that I'm stealing this idea from MNJTV. I watch his videos every once in a while. I think he makes some quality Pokemon content. And it's definitely for the younger audience. It's still pretty solid every once in a while. He went through and he did a video just like this where he was just going through his home for like an hour, and he had a box of Dittos that was just every nature. And I realized that that's really big brain. You could really use that. So I did the same. I think I don't know how many I'm missing. I don't know the natures off the top of my head like that. But obviously there's 2 open slots and possibly room for more down at the bottom. Pretty sure there aren't 30 natures though. The spares that I already have, these natures of. Excuse me, sheesh. These are all the in-game trades. So, like, you get these in Let's Go, and then I guess this is the opposite. You get it in Sword and Shield, probably for the Alolan, or the Galarian one. I just keep them here because they're different, and I have the room in my boxes. This is almost exactly the same state that I kept my boxes in an Ultra Moon. This is basically everything I had other than the stuff that would fit in my living decks at the time. So I've come a little bit of a way. It's definitely nice having more than just this and an Incineroar that's still on the cartridge. Yeah, I'm living large now. Living a whole lot better. Wow, I could have taken some of these and actually used them in the decks. I should have evolved this Shelgon. Actually, it doesn't have my OT, but a lot of the stuff that's in my quote-unquote living decks right now isn't mine. It's just sitting in the borrowed area. Same thing, Ultra Moon. This is from my second playthrough of Diamond that I did, like, I don't know. Let's check the date. It was probably 3 years ago now. Doesn't show. Wow, it just doesn't show. Oh, plus it would be the date that they got transferred into black and white, too, so it wouldn't matter. Pretty sure it was 2018-ish, at earliest 2016. I did it second time. This is all the stuff from my Shield playthrough. It's nothing crazy. These 2 can max. Yeah, there really isn't anything crazy in my Diamond playthrough one either. Oh, I literally just got all of these earlier today because I was going through and using a second account on my Switch to get Kubfu. So I just used these 4 and a couple of other mons to get up to the point where you get Kubfu. These are from my playthrough, but it's Sword instead. Pretty sure the team I used to beat Sword is actually scattered across the home, but these are the leftovers. The majority of the team I used to beat Let's Go Pikachu. I know I used Golduck, I know I used Gengar, Snorlax, Pidgeot. Pretty sure I switched back and forth from Alakazam and Rhydon, and obviously I used Partner Pikachu because it has 6 IVs and it's just so good. I mean, I had max friendship by like Gym 4, are you kidding? It was living anything that was hitting it just at 1 health just because it wanted to. Come on, it's so good. These are all perfect IV Charmanders. God damn, I forgot about these. Yeah, literally not even like competitively perfect. Like, oh, it has like 0 attack, but everything else is perfect. Like, no. Like they're all 6 IVs. I guess some of them don't have optimal nature. Like, oh no, you're gonna have to nature mint them. But these are technically competitively perfect Squirtles, but they're not perfect. And then I do have an actual perfect Lapras, I guess. That's pretty crazy. That'll come in handy someday. So yeah, those are all my like really good IV stuff. These are all just Misk. I don't even know, man. I don't know what these are here for. Probably just for Dex. Oh, and these are all fake. I have these for the Dex entry. They're not like fake per se. I actually do think the Zarude is fake. I bought this one off eBay today, actually. I wanted it just for the Dex entry. I plan on obviously getting Zarude, but I had literally everything else, and I didn't want to get held back by an event that I missed a year ago. I've had both a Manaphy and a Darkrai before, but I guess I traded away the Darkrai, and I think I lost the Manaphy because I had to reset my Diamond. Funny story about that. On my first playthrough of Diamond, probably a decade ago, again, I action replayed myself into the Void, and I just didn't know how to get out. I'm pretty sure it was in the upstairs of a Pokemon Center, so the trading area, so I wouldn't have been able to escape rope, wouldn't have been able to fly, didn't have a teleporter on me. Probably could have action replay teleported myself out, but I didn't know the command for that, so I just reset the save file. I had so many event Pokemon on there. Pretty sure I probably would have lost the Darkrai that way as well, but maybe I traded it. But yeah, I definitely lost the Ranger Manaphy. I lost the Ranger Manaphy that way. So I gotta replay Ranger one of these days. And yes, I did find a way to reset my Ranger cart, so I should have the Manaphy on there. I'll be fine. Anywho, this is all the stuff that needs to go into my living dex. I think I got literally all of it in the last 2 days, or at least put it all into home. Obviously, the Guzzlord, the Regieleki, and the Kubfu I literally obtained today. Yeah, and then we get into the living dex. Oh man, I'm only a half hour in. I'm not even at the borrowed Pokemon. I just made it to living dex. Oh my god. I think I took out all the important Pokemon from here, so I'm just gonna go through the living dex and just show it. Just be like, hey, I have a lot of these, you know. Oh, one thing I have tried to do with the living dex, because I know that I'm gonna go through someday and take out all the borrowed Pokemon, is get everything with my OT. Like, I'm probably gonna take out Carson. Like, I don't know about that. I'm probably gonna take out that Sentret. I'm probably gonna take out like a lot of the borrowed Mons, like Abigail. Like, I can get a Pichu. Like, it's easy. I actually have a bunch I can put in here so fast. Do it now. Yeah, I was breeding for Pichus a long time ago. So, yeah. What is this from, actually? Is this a trade one? This might be an in-game trade. Sparkle, Pichu, Diamond. In-game trade Pokemon Diamond. Well, that's red, green, yellow, gold, silver, emerald, Gen 4. Brrr. What the fuck? Okay, it's not an in-game trade. I feel lied to by myself. I lied to myself. Whatever. We were on Mewbox. Oh, and this can just go here next to all the other not mine. All the other not mine mons. Alright, yeah, we were on Mewbox, so we'll just skip forward. I have the majority of the Johto decks done, but there's just like some of it. Like, and I need my own Ho-Oh. Yeah, I have one, but I need to catch another one even for this. Frick. Yeah, Sinnoh really is where it starts falling apart. I just got Magmortar and Electivire, so I know I can stick them in there. And I don't keep the majority of the mythicals in here unless they are my OT. Like this Victini, I caught in black and white. It was the first mystery gift in Gen 5. And so I keep it in here because it's my OT. But like, I'm not going to do Arceus because I can't catch my own Arceus, even though I obviously have an Arceus in here. We'll see it later. It's just not going in the decks. It also isn't my Arceus. I don't technically have one that I've gotten from a mystery gift. I stole that from work. Excuse me, Team Rocketed it from work. Gen 5 I actually have a lot of. I don't know what the deal is with Gen 5, but I did like some Gen 5. I did play a lot of Gen 5. Gen 6 I didn't play a lot of, which is why it's shocking that I have most of it, but to be fair, there was just like 90 Pokemon or something like this. Oh, is there like even... There's like 60 something? For real? That's insane. That is so whack. And then you get up to Gen 7, which I have almost all of once again, and then I know I have the entirety of Gen 8, other than... What's 871? I don't know where that is. And then all the legendaries and the mythicals, obviously I have them, but they're not in here yet. I just haven't done it. And then that's the dex. That's the game. Finally, the borrowed mons. Now, I have done the majority of these in another video, so I probably won't go through them too much. Obviously, this is the Deoxys from Peter's playthrough of Alpha Sapphire. That's what this is up here. I just abbreviated the game name, but yeah, he Master Balled his Deoxys. This is from a Diamond playthrough, which I think is pretty neat. I wonder, is this Groudon from Sinnoh? No, it's from Hoenn. I haven't looked at that actually. That's pretty cool. He's a Dialga. I don't know where he got the Giratina from. Not Johto. It's actually one from Sinnoh. And I don't know how, but I think, yeah, he actually got Charizard and Typhlosion. I don't know if you can get the Johto and Kanto starters, like, from Sinnoh, but he did. Even if it's not legit, I might just keep him, because, like, I mean, well, okay. Look at these IVs, bro. Come on, like, I don't care. They just look cool. Clay didn't do a whole lot for legendaries, unfortunately. He did do a little bit for normal Pokemon. He had a little bit. I'm pretty sure he might have been the person who had Wishmaker Jirachi. I'm not sure. But yeah, otherwise, nothing too crazy. Elaine from X had a decent amount. He had Ash Greninja. That's the thing I think I'm thinking of. He had Ash Greninja with Battle Bond, yeah? Really? No, he just had Torrent? That was just his starter? Oh no, because this is X, not Sun and Moon. Yeah. Mark. Mark really is where some stuff started picking up, though, because he had Shinies, he had Arceus, he had, like, actual, like, these are all Mystery Gift Mons, like, because that's Ash Greninja down here. This thing has Battle Bond. This Rockruff has own Tempo. Universe starters, the Matang, that's Stevens, like, there's so much cool stuff. Mark also had a Deoxys. He also actually had the starters from the other regions. He had level 100 versions of them, which are probably hacked, but they're also still cool. I don't think their IVs are crazy, and I mean, level 100 mons aren't hard to get, so I'm not going to get rid of them. Just like the way they look. Mark kept popping off. I got a second Magearna thanks to him. Oh, and he actually hunted shinies. He has 2 Swellows for some reason, 2 Yanmegas, and then the one that he only has 1 of is one that I also have, so I still have 2 of them. I have 2 Abomastones. It's whatever, bro. It happens. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do this. Let's go through Zach's. I'm pretty sure Zach is the person that gave me... You know what? We'll go through this team just because it's perfect timing. Zach is the person that got me this Volcanion that I actually raised to level 100. I'm pretty sure I hyper-trained it. Yeah, I hyper-trained it for sure. And I'm now using it on a mono fire team that I decided to build in Sword and Shield. Just to flex. Like, I have the shinies and figured it'd be fun. You know, maybe I'll do it on stream sometime or do it with my friends. Have my friends fight my mono fire team. I'll take a little break from Borrowed Mon. This is a while back I wanted to take Red's team and just have like good versions of them, and then I saw Wolfie did a video about taking them to #1, so I copied them almost to the T. I didn't get the EV spreads, so I just did what I thought would be best. I think it went off Smogon as well, because I'm not that knowledgeable. And then I did change the moves a little bit, because I mostly use them in raids now, but I changed them to the whatever the most powerful, like, you know, fire, water, grass type moves are, because they do like base power 150 and then they max into that too, and it's like, well, sheesh, that's probably the best. Same thing with Lapras, Snorlax, and Pikachu. Pikachu is actually the one that they give you for just playing through Let's Go and also playing through Sword or Shield. Has 6 perfects. Figured it'd be cool to have in raids. I also named my Let's Go Pikachu Shikachu because it was a she, so I figured it'd be a cool reference. Kind of feels like she living on a little bit. Keep forgetting there's more in this box. 2018 Legends Groudon. I used it on that team with Ghetsis and the Whimsicott and all that good stuff. Fun one. A Kartana that I needed for that team that I didn't have, so I used one of my friends that he gave me. I didn't end up getting to use the team, unfortunately, but I still use it in raids because sick mon. Urshifu, used it on the team with the Groudon. It's fantastic. Old Giratina from Sinnoh has a couple of ribbons. It beat Red, beat Sinnoh. I got it all the ones that I can get it on Sword and Shield. Very sick mon. Monocrozma from Alola. I love this mon. It's fantastic. Stakataka. That's the one I was forgetting that was on the team with Groudon and Charizard and them. Very good one. My false swiping Haxorus. I actually have a false swiping Gallade on the file as well that has a couple of ribbons and max friendship, all that good stuff. It's not here though, unfortunately. Looks like I also left my Chandelure in there that I use for breeding. That sucks. They just have a couple of ribbons on them. Back to the borrowed mons. Inferno didn't have anything. That looks sad. That looks like his playthrough team. And he had Salandit and Incineroar on a team, which might not be terrible, but I don't see anything for it. Serena had absolutely nothing until you look in the bottom corner and realize she had GF Mew, which I think I have like 3 of, or 2 of, but I mean, I'll still take it. Serena also had some Kanto starters. She was using them on her playthrough team. This is a whack playthrough team, but hey, it exists. I don't remember who OM was, but he brought in a Pokemon Black, so I took all the mons off. No legendaries even. Didn't make it too far. This is actually my coworker's. He had Shiny Dialga, and he enticed me with it. And he was going to sell his copies to the store anyway. So, free Shiny, am I right? Plus, I mean, immortalize his Pokemon. Well, as long as I, keep them anyway. At least they didn't go to some kid who was just going to reset the game, am I right? Got Quibus. Oh, my mythicals. When I launched this game, I just about cried because I needed Hoopa at the time, and obviously now I don't. Christmas tree. Can't go wrong with Christmas tree. There's no story here. I don't know. I mean, there probably is one, but I don't know it. It's not my Pokemon. Actually, technically it is my Pokemon. It just wasn't mine, so I don't know. And that's the end of all the borrowed ones outside of Steve from Y, who starts off his massive collection with a couple of shinies and GF Arceus, which just beautiful. Oh, by the way, that Arceus from earlier was the OG Mystery Gift Arceus. It was true. I'll go back to it later. So yeah, technically I think I have both releases of Arceus, thanks to these guys. Shiny Vulpix, which is cool. Normal Talonflame, playthrough Yveltal, playthrough level 100 Greninja. I didn't see that. That's cool. Aegislash, Charizard, Jolteon? Leafeon. Oh, and then this is where it starts getting a little crazy, because he just has a bunch of Scythers. I feel like I kind of have to Wonder Trade these away at one point, but maybe I'll just keep them just to waste some space. Looks like he was trying to do what I was doing with the Evolutions, but less cool because they're, not shiny. Oh, these two shinies in the bottom are cool. the Trevenant is just so sick. The Politoed's okay, but this Trevenant shiny is probably one of the coolest ones I've ever done. If it had a red eye in the center, it would be absolutely perfect. Plus the fact that he has the timer ball on it, just, oh, fantastic. Mewtwo from, I don't know if it was in, oh, it was definitely in Kalos and probably not in Oras, but maybe it was in both. So much other stuff. I mean, just where do I even go? Like, what's the deal with the Ditto? Not good IVs, thank God. If it was perfect, I would have cried because I would have had to get rid of it. I almost missed a shiny in that entire box. Like, there's just so much random stuff, and he didn't have it organized, but he had a shiny Stunfisk. Very cool, Mon. Nothing in there. A Tyrannosaur. That's cool. And then it just keeps going. I think it's like 20 boxes for both of these gents. Is this shiny? Shiny Flabébé? Nope, it's just blue. I don't know the forms of Flabébé. I haven't played Kalos enough. I actually just checked. Apparently I'm on badge 5 of X, and I'm probably just gonna reset it and play it on stream soon. Save all the Pokemon, obviously. You know, I'm a sucker for keeping Pokemon that don't need to be kept, obviously. No shinies in this box. Nothing too crazy. It's nice that he had all the simmies, because I needed the simi evolutions. Oh, and then the event exclusive Vivillon. Like, dude, I think that's the event exclusive one. I know there is one that like you can't get anymore. Oh, and then we move on to Quibus. This dude went hard. These are all his legendaries, and I think I have 2 DNCs technically, but neither of them are mine. Just a bunch of random mons that honestly just help me fill out my collection a lot. I did take out all of the legendaries and the mythicals, and I stuck them in front. I don't do that for most of the collections, but I did that with this one for some reason. I felt obligated, just because there's so much stuff. And then I thought the borrowed mons were going to take longer. That's actually it. This is all the stuff that I have wonder traded for. I wonder traded all my breed jects away for all of this stuff. And transferred as the beginning box. That's where Magearna was in the beginning. It's 1 out of 200. That was fast. That was 47 minutes. Okay, that wasn't fast, but it was better than an hour. It was better than I was expecting. It was a solid stream, too. It's not terrible. I just kind of talked for like an hour. I thought it'd go up on the main channel. It probably won't, but I mean, it could. I don't know. Oh, I forgot the most important part. Eggs. They're all Pichu. They're nothing important. Actually, they could be something different. There could even still be some... No, there probably aren't Charmander in there, but there could be. Who knows? Oh, I've done a bunch of Charizard raids, so I have a bunch of spare Charizard G-Maxes. I set those in there. This Milcery are from when they did the Shiny Milcery event that I got the shiny one from. Same thing with the Shiny Pikachus. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'm great at outros.